was on side.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Wake Up Wednesday. Of course, I know, I'm so sorry there wasn't a Wake Up Wednesday last week. Listen, I apologize. I'm sure you guys are tired of hearing it, but my life has just been so incredibly busy. There's been so much going on. It's been so difficult to stay on top of work and YouTube and life and family and Bay and BEBB and YouTube. I said YouTube already, but it's just been, yeah, there's a lot going on, and God is doing some incredible things and just elevating and elevating, and I'm here praying and asking God, like, give me more, give me more, give me more, and then what happens? He gives me more. So I can't even really complain, but I really do apologize. I'm going to try, I'm not even going to make any promises anymore. If you see a Wake Up Wednesday on Wednesday, just be thankful, be grateful. If not, you might see it fortnightly, so you'll see it every other Wednesday. But anyway, straight into this video. So as you can tell by the title of this video, what will you do with your struggle? And this was something that literally came to me while I was at work. I was at work the other day. It was last week even, actually. Last week I was at work and this just came into my mind, and I was like, oh my days, this is the perfect, you know, topic to talk about on Wake Up Wednesday. Now, a lot of us in life have struggles. A lot of us go through certain situations, through certain things. We go through hell sometimes. A lot of us endure things that, you know, we shouldn't be enduring at various different stages of our life. Some of us endure things when we are very, very young. Some of us endure things when we get older. Some of us go through, you know, the biggest struggles and heartbreak and heartache and just, you know, struggles in all different ways, shapes and forms that they come. You know, a lot of, I think, to be very honest with you, I think that every human being on this planet goes through some kind of struggle, whether it be, you know, mentally, whether it be emotionally, whether it be physically. It could be even a physical struggle with maybe your weight or your body image or whatever it is. It might even be with relationships. I think all of us goes through some kind of struggle. I think it's a part of life and a part of growth, and I think that's the perfect kind of way to describe it because of what I'm about to tell you today. But I sat there and I kind of remember some of the so-called struggles. Now, I would not say that my struggle, or I have struggled in the sense that, you know, like I had no food to eat, or, you know, because a lot of the time when people hear the word struggle, they think, yeah, you were sleeping on the streets, or you had no food to eat, or you were abused, whether it be domestic, physical, emotional, abused in some way. And I thank God that I never endured those things, and my heart goes out to anyone who's ever had to go through those struggles, because those are bloody real struggles. But I have gone through my fair share of things that I count as struggles. You know, whether it be losing my best friend, you know, when we were 18 and we had all these dreams and aspirations and we had all of these things that we were like, we're gonna do, and, you know, I can't wait until this happens and that happens. And then the person that is with you every single day of your life, who you loved so very much and who was literally like your sister, is taken away from you. That was probably the biggest struggle I've ever had to endure in my entire life. To be very honest with you, that's number one. To whether it be things that I've considered quite a struggle, you know, growing up knowing that we weren't bad, like bad in the sense of, like, it's not like we didn't have nothing. Like, thank God, you know, I've always been loved. I've always had love poured over myself, and I think the same for my siblings. At least I hope that they would feel like that. We've always been loved, but there's been, financially, there's always been a struggle. And for me, this is kind of really personal, and I've never really shared this with anyone, but I'm sharing it with you today because I really want you to understand that your struggle doesn't define you, and your struggle should be your biggest motivation. And I'm gonna explain why. There were two massive things that have taken place in my life that made me feel like I need to go ham. Like, I am gonna win and I'm gonna be a success and I'm gonna do well because I need to take care of my family, and I'm not gonna stop pushing. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep pushing until I make it, because I have to take care of my family. And that is why I still have the energy. You know, I say it all the time. I say that God is a massive factor, but the things that I've also been through and I've heard and I've experienced have also pushed, like they push me. Like when you're hungry and you know that life, there's so much more to life than this, than where you are, than where you're at right now, and you see other people being able to live a life that you know you can also attain, you hunt. Like you literally become a lion and you hunt, and you don't stop hunting until you get your prey. And that's where I feel like I'm at right now. I'm hunting, and I've been working for a while, you know, building my platforms, building my brand, working on myself, you know, developing my skills in different areas, whether it be presenting, hosting, doing all these different things. You know, since the age of like 15, I have just been hunting because I am hungry for success, for freedom, to be able to look after my family and for them to not have to worry about anything. And sorry guys, this is really jumbled up, but this is just me speaking from my heart. And like I said, so there were two things that really left an imprint on me and in my mind, and that kind of spurred me on to motivation. One moment being when you know, my younger sister, so she's not the one after me but the one after, she basically is really into acting. She absolutely loves acting. She is going to be an actor on the big screen. She's going to be in cinema. She reminds me, or even Letitia that was in I was going to say in Wakanda Forever, in Black Panther, reminds me of my sister so much. I see so much of a connection through them. Letitia girl, if you want to hook up with my sister and help her out and give her a tip or two, let your girl know, because my sister's incredible. She's an incredible actor. She is amazing, and I know she's going to be on the big screen. I know it for a fact. Like, just now I've said it now. So she's going to win an Oscar. She's going to be on the big screen, or Oscars plural. She's just incredible, and you know, she's always had this spark for acting for a very long time. And basically through, I think it was through school, she got to audition for this like kind of like performing arts acting school, a really high-end performing arts acting school. She did the audition, she got in, they loved her, they were ready for her to join them, but of course there was a fee that we couldn't afford. Now at this point I think I was in school. I, you know, wasn't working, or at least not working to the extent that I am now, so I wasn't making money like that, so I couldn't really contribute towards anything. And I remember that literally in the space of maybe a few hours, my sister's dreams were crushed, because she got into this acting school. She did amazing. I remember I took her to the audition. She did the audition. She smashed it. She got into this acting school, and then she now goes to obviously present the idea and say, hey, like, you know, I got into this acting school, I could do it. My mom looks at the price and it's like, yeah, we can't afford it, you can't go. And it was probably the most heartbreaking scenarios I've ever experienced, you know, just seeing kind of like my sister's dreams crushed in front of her, literally like taking her dreams and going, it's right here, it's literally just here, you can literally sniff it, you can smell it, it's there, and it just being crushed and chucked away. And we went back to the school and we kind of told them that, listen, we can't afford this, and they even, I think they even halved the price, and we still couldn't afford it. And that broke my heart, and I feel like I'm getting emotional right now. So yeah, it was really heartbreaking, because how can in that moment, literally, like, the only thing that is stopping you from attaining your full potential is money? And that's not a new story to hear. That is, you know, the reality of so many people that come from low income, working class backgrounds, whereby they have these big dreams and these big aspirations, and they have these things that they want to do, but the thing that's stopping them is money. And obviously we know that we're in a time whereby create your own opportunities, you know, do things your own way. In that moment I didn't think about, don't worry, like, you know, we can find another way, or you know, we're gonna create our own opportunities, and we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. You know, I wasn't at that point. I wasn't at that point in that time. All I could think about was, wow, so you're telling me that my sister can't get this wonderful opportunity because of something as measly as money. I'm not telling you this because, you know, this is something that I'm happy about. Clearly not. I'm telling you this because I want you to understand the reality of some people's lives. The fact that people struggle a lot. But it was those two specific moments that I remember thinking to myself, hell to the freaking no. You're telling me that my parents sacrificed everything to leave back home, to come into this country that doesn't even appreciate them in the first place, that doesn't care for them, that doesn't give a crap about them, to try and, you know, bring us here to have a better opportunity to get an education, to learn, to grow, to work, to do all the things that we need to do to become the, you know, to truly live out our true and best potential. For my mom to be saying that to me, God forbid, no way. I was so angry at the fact that this was even our reality that I remember, and I vowed to myself, I said, I have to make it. I have to be successful. I have to go hard, and I have to push every single day, even if it kills me. And I know that sounds insane because obviously my aim is not to die, and I know the importance of obviously looking after myself and looking after my mental health and my physical health and all that kind of stuff, which I need to do better on. But just in the, it's basically just as a metaphor to kind of say, like, I don't care what it takes. I'm going to work my ass off until I make it, because there is no way that this can be our reality. And it goes back to the question, and I'm so sorry that I've been rambling for so long and I've just been kind of diverting and going in different directions, but it goes back to that question again. What are you going to do with your struggle? Your struggle has made you who you are up until this point, but you now get to choose. Up until now, yes, you might have gone through certain things. Yes, they have made an impact on you. Yes, they have influenced your mindset, your behavior, the way you relate to other people, the way you build relationships. They've influenced so many different areas of your life. But what now? Because you cannot allow your struggles to drive you down a road that you do not want to go down. You need to now look at your struggles and say, okay, what am I going to do better? How am I going to change the situation? What am I going to do to give myself the best possible shot at life? How am I going to tell these struggles to kiss my big behind and go to the corner and sit over there while I conquer the damn world? Because that is exactly how I think, and that is exactly where my mindset is at, and that is exactly what I'm going to ask you today. Everyone goes through struggles, everyone goes through pain, and I'm not dismissing, and I'm not saying that your story and your pain is not, you know, it's minimized or it's almost been reduced to nothing. No, your story and your pain and your suffering and your struggle is, you know, it is so important because it's made you who you are today. But what are you going to take from it? What story are you going to go out and share maybe with other people to make an impact on them, to tell them, do you know what, hey, I went through this too, but guess what, we can go through it. Essentially, what are you going to do with your struggle? Because there is no point allowing your struggle to get the better of you. There is no point, because you're not going to change anything for yourself, and you're not going to change anything for future generations that might be in the exact same place as you. Your struggle is beautiful. Your struggle is your story. If you feel like you're going to make an impact by telling your story or telling your struggle, do it. If you feel like your struggle is going to help to drive you in the right direction and to push you to become the best version of you, use it. Just don't allow your struggle to define who you are and to, you know, define what you become in a negative way. Okay, because your struggle can define you, but it could also define you in the most beautiful, most amazing way. It could be that drive. It could be that driving force to say, I know where I came from and I know what is behind me, so I'm going to run so fast and I'm going to leap over every boundary and every obstacle, because I don't want to go back to that place. And I know that there's people around me that I love and I care about, and we need to do better and we need to move forward. So guess what? I am going to be that lion, and I'm going to be hungry, and I'm going to chase my prey, and I'm not going to stop until I get it. Anyway, I've been talking for ages, for about 23 minutes to be very precise. Obviously I'm going to cut this down, but that's how long I've been recording. But thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much as always for your patience with me in terms of Wake Up Wednesdays. Thank you so much again for all your love and support. I love and appreciate you, and I really do pray that you take heed to this, to what I'm saying right now. Just take your struggle and let that be the thing that just pushes you and that makes you hungry, because the hungrier you are, the more you will chase and the more you will fight, and the more you won't, you know, take things lying down and just rolling over and letting it get the best of you. The more you will truly just become that incredible human being that just becomes the best, because they know the struggle. Yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys again in my next Wake Up Wednesday. Stay beautiful. Okay, adjust. Okay, I'm so sorry guys, I had to come back just for 2 seconds and say something that I really wanted to say. I just wanted to say, look at how many people who came from nothing and made themselves some of the most incredible people on the planet. Like, you know, so many people go through the worst struggles and they take that pain and that hurt and they transfer it into this energy that keeps them going. So some people that you could look to, and I'd suggest looking at their stories and reading up about them, watching videos about them, which is stuff that I've done before. But people like Oprah has been through hell and back, yet she is one of the most successful black women on this planet. People like who else was it? Eric Thomas, you know, one of the world's best motivational speakers now, who was homeless at one point, who slept on the streets, who has been through so much, and you know, just has become this amazing, incredible human. There was somebody else, I've forgotten his name, but he's the guy where the story of The Pursuit of Happiness actually started from. The Pursuit of Happiness, the movie with Will Smith and Jaden Smith, his son. The man, because you know that was based on a real life story. The man behind that, look up, I follow him on Instagram, and his story is incredible. All of those things, he literally went through all of those things, and now he's an author, he's a speaker, he travels the world. It is insane, guys, how so many people go through so much pain. And I feel like sometimes as human beings, like, if things were just too easy for us, we wouldn't actually be as incredible as some of us are. We wouldn't be as incredible, we wouldn't fight if things were just made easy for us. We'd be lazy, we'd be, you know, competent, we'd just be content. But a lot of the times, a lot of people have had to struggle before they got to that amazing space and that amazing place. You know, even I think Ty Lopez now, I think he's like a multi-millionaire or something like that. But Ty Lopez, I think even with himself, he was homeless. I think he was just like sleeping on people's couches. Don't get me wrong, I don't hold me account to that one exactly, because I feel like it kind of is but isn't. Anyway, Ty Lopez, another example. All I'm trying to say is, guys, take your story and take your struggle and make it into something beautiful. Like, you have the power to do that, but you have to choose to do that. But anyway, I'm gonna shut up now and go. So bye guys.
But the flame still blue. Fire in your eyes, this is all so true. Just know I love ya.